When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
Then again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's There's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Et l'autre de cette chaîne WrestleMania Kingdom, j'espère que vous allez bien. Alors, on se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode, donc c'est à Bad Blood 2024, McIntyre contre CM Punk dans un Hell in a Cell match. Donc qu'est-ce qu'on me demande? Deux Brutus, ok,
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight.
Ok.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars.
Je vous le dis, en rentrant l'histoire, on va vous la faire un moment, mais c'est plus violent. Car je compte de faire sortir de la cage.
The company had buried for a decade. That has driven us to tonight. In the final match, looking for the quick pin. He kicks out before two. Tried to make short work of things there.
Simplement rien du tout.
Mounting there.
J'ai pas réussi.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Chercher des objets. Oui, je connais les LSL.
Looking to explore every inch of hell.
Clairement.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again. Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
And slides back into the ring.
Ouh là là, j'ai compris.
With a big
Ah, ça, ça me dit que...
We have the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wayne, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in? The cover for the win. Just kicks out.
He's able to fight off the pin attempts, but it's clearly getting more difficult to do so.
Pas des frères comme ça, hein.
Table with their opponent.
Man, Punk's face is really starting to show the damage of this match.
Ok.
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to
Je sais.
tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell. Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of.
He just turned the cell into a heap of twisted metal.
Just imagine getting slammed so hard into a wall that it breaks. That's the brutal reality he's living in.
He's headed up the cell, climbing the wall.
This is a man possessed. He's just being reckless. Climbing the cell only makes a bad situation even more dangerous.
He's on the top of the cage. One misstep and it could be over.
He got himself in this situation, but how does he get himself out? No caution, no concern for safety, battling in the air. This fight is defying common sense.
He finds an opening.
J'ai qu'elles sont mieux faites aussi. Bon, tout comme tout le reste d'ailleurs.
Driver spiked him. Oh, he flips that around.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here. Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex. Fighting on top of the cell. Something's got to give.
These superstars simply want to destroy each other. And as we can see, that desire is not merely confined inside the cell anymore.
Oh no, that's a rough fall to the ground.
Just a mess of wood and flesh after that.
Ah bah oui, d'accord, ok. Allez, viens.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for
C'est une
some
blague,
support.
il veut pas. Je vais aller chercher. Il était susceptible de Drew.
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
Allez, viens, remonte.
Starting his climb up the cell. I wonder what he has in store.
Oh, come on. I know it's all about making moments, but this might be too much to risk.
And he's on top of the world now. Power slam incoming, no. From behind into an inverted DDT. And this is what Hell in a Cell is all about. Absolute punishment all over the structure.
McIntyre turns things around.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
McIntyre vulnerable here.
Caught with a lariat. Showing no concern for safety or common sense. Just going to war on top of the cell that was meant to contain them.
Ouais, j'ai pas au contraire, c'est tout.
Punk avoids the attack.
And I need to remind you, the room of this cell was not built to withstand this. This will end badly.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
He's tied up.
Ouh,
Michinoku driver.
Stops the kick.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Fighting at this altitude is extremely dangerous.
I hope we have emergency medical staff nearby, just in case.
Oh, with authority.
CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Right onto the punishing steel structure. It doesn't get any more brutal.
Si je fais pas d'ailleurs, là ça passe un peu.
Punk crafting an attack. Sit out pile driver.
Ça n'a pas cassé.
Able to steer clear of danger there. Looks like a rugby match with that tackle. This is surreal. Nothing is worth this level of risk, this level of altitude.
Neck breaker.
On va tenter une chitiesse, on sait jamais, au quoi que ça passe. Et ça passe pas.
Reversed into a decapitating clothesline.
Non.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
On va tenter autre chose.
What a display of strength here. Oh my, he just crashed through the cell, back into the ring.
Déjà il dit Kejitsu, déjà il y a un repère.
Go to sleep. No way Drew's getting up now.
The Scottish Warrior refusing to lay down his sword just yet, but you have to think that took a lot out of him.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. Turns that back on CM Punk.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow, because for one of these men, there might not be.
Oh, the chair projected right to their face.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
Bang!
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Air raid
straight into the pin attempt.
Still only got one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly. It's clear.
McIntyre. Here's the pin. Oh, he kicked out.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And now McIntyre is at a loss as his mind races to rethink his attack.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a... Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, nails the GTS. The lights are dimming for McIntyre. Stalking from above.
The top. Diving double axe handle. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
And averting damage there.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man. These competitors have been absolutely crackerjack tonight.
How the hell this could get any better? And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs. Oh, man!
And now he gets back into the ring. Oh, he timed that counter well.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark. McIntyre a step ahead there.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind game.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Unmitigated demonstration of power.
The holder's locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how long he can really...
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
And like a sack of cement drop with a clothesline.
For a power slam, steps down.
Counter into an inverted DDT. Boom!
Quick thinking right there.
What's coming next? A back suplex.
Ok. Allez, vite. Je récupère la capacité de contrer.
Showing Punk the door here.
Ok. D'un côté, ça m'arrange qu'il m'ait mis dehors. On va essayer de ressortir. Tiens.
Out of the ring to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Ah, c'est un bête de sang sur le ring.
Big impact. Another targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful. He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
Okay.
He's able to reverse it.
Finds the advantage after a string of counters.
Ouais, moi je t'attends de voir McIntyre. Remonte,
And
non?
he's heading up the cell. You knew this was coming. Does he even know what he's doing? Does he know how close he is to flirting with disaster?
Well, he's officially made it to the top of the structure. This could end significantly for him.
Function has been thrown out the window. This is pure chaos now.
Oh, je peux tout mettre là.
And he's done it. Climb to the roof of the cell.
And what goes up must come down. Not sure what he's thinking in that regard.
Everyone in the arena is holding their breath right now.
One wrong move up there could spell disaster.
Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Ok. Là, ça va, je suis assez comme ça sur ce match pour le moment, je vous avoue. Même si j'ai plus de révolte. Bon, de ton côté, lui non plus, il y en a plus.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. There's no way you can take any more of those.
J'espère que ça comptera.
Locking in the Anaconda Vice Grip.
This could be lights out.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Ok.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches. He threw the cell. He went through the damn cell.
I can only imagine what was going through his mind as he came careening down from high atop the cell.
His life had to be flashing before his eyes, and that's if he was able to think about anything but the fall.
And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
Pump this for the wrench, a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is
Badbull n'aura jamais
but
porté
it's
aussi bien son
highly
nom.
effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Ah, le
Who cares
fameux
about
spot
being
avec l'escalier.
tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy
Dommage
Punk
que ça on peut pas le
once
porter,
and
cette
for all.
structure du bas. Ça pourrait être intéressant dans les matchs.
And now
Surtout maintenant avec
McIntyre
la
going
nouvelle
to introduce
physique.
the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding
En vrai,
insult
c'est juste un petit peu, ils auraient pu les mettre en objet aussi des paires, hein, pour ceux qui ne veulent pas prendre le
The
premier.
beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
Là, il a voulu se faire mal, hein.
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Vu qu'il met dans les cinématiques.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Voilà, du coup, j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager et vous abonner. Et moi, je vous dis à plus pour une prochaine vidéo. A plus tout le monde.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.